A Step into the Past Volume 11 Chapter 9. Book 11 Chapter 09 Return to Xianyang. 20 days has passed and they arrived back at Han once again. Not only has Xianyang lost the enthusiasm to carry out his mission, he has lost all his valuables in the Red Pine Forest and lost contact with the Qin army escort. To visit the various kings of the 6 states empty-handed will be a big joke. After pitching their tents and getting ready for dinner, everyone is surprised to see that Xianyang has not turned up. Li Si hastily rushed over and exclaimed, "Mr. Xiao is sick." Everyone was surprised, but it was not totally unexpected. For the past few days, Xianyang has been rather pale and quiet. Now, he has finally succumbed to his illness. As everyone entered his tent, they were shocked. Xianyang was gravely sick and he could hardly open his eyes. Forcing a smile, he groaned, "I don't think I am going to make it." Wu Tingfang and the Meng brothers, who have always been close to him, could not help but begin to cry softly. Ji Yanran advised, "Mr. Xiao should be well after another 2 days of rest." When she was about to take his pulse, he rejected, "I am well versed in medication and know my health better than anyone. I wish to speak in private with Xianyang." Everyone left the tent according to his wishes. When Xianyang was left alone, Xianyang suddenly sat up and his eyes are brimming with energy. Although his face is still grey and deathly, it feels absolutely different. As Xianyang was stunned by this dramatic transformation, he realized that he had put on makeup and faked his illness. Grasping his hand elatedly, he was lost for words. Xianyang apologized, "I am so sorry to make Tingfang cry. But if I don't resort to this, I cannot deceive Meng Wu and Meng Tian." Xianyang understood his meaning and softly asked, "Brother Xiao has decided not to return to Xianyang city?" Xianyang nodded, "I can no longer work for that traitor. He seeks my death to weaken Master Tu's forces and replace us with his clansmen. He dare not do so openly for fear of repercussions." From under his pillow, he retrieved a sealed bamboo cylinder. Stuffing it into Xianyang's hands, he instructed, "My fake death can only be revealed to Li Si, Teng Yi, and Master Tu. Xianyang, please help me hand this to Master Tu. He will understand after reading it. Get him to dismiss my servants and assistants. It is fortunate that I am childless and can leave without any considerations." Xianyang remembered that he is childless too. Seems like being childless may not be so bad after all. After hearing these chilling words from this witty man, Xianyang thought about the days when he first came to Handan City. Feeling melancholic, he sighed, "Where does Brother Xiao plan to go?" Xianyang smiled, "The world is so big and there will surely be a place that can accommodate me. I still have some abilities that can earn me a living. It is better than living with a tiger under the same roof." Xianyang nodded in silence. Xianyang promised, "Once I am settled down, I will send word to Xianyang. You must remember to act as if everything is normal when you get back. Although Lord Yankin's ambitions have been exaggerated by Lu Bue, he is still a threat to you. If you can eliminate him, it will still be good for you. How many people will be implicated in this issue is beyond our control." Pausing, he added, "If Zhu Meng is killed at Huanglongling, the Lu clansmen will be weakened. As long as Lu Bue is dependent on Master Tu will protect you. When you return to Xianyang, keep a low profile and do not visit Empress Ji or Crown Prince if possible. This is to preserve your life." Xianyang thought about Xiao Pan and was troubled. How can he leave him alone? He did not wish to tell Xiao Pan the reason too, as it may be too much for him to bear. Xianyang forced his voice to go even deeper and advised, "After I slipped away tonight, burn the whole tent and announce that it is my death wish. Xianyang, take care. Li Si may be a small fry in Lu Bue's eyes and not get into trouble. However, this man is truly brilliant and will be of assistance to you in the future." Xianyang imagined the grandeur of Premier Li Si managing the Qin court in future and envisioned Qin engaging the 6 states. He visualized thousands of soldiers and horses in a fierce battle. His heart is bursting with pride. Xianyang, you must not sink into depression or you will not witness such a grand scene. In a gloomy state, Xianyang returned to Xianyang city. Lu Bue has received word and is waiting for them outside the city. Everyone wish they could rip him into pieces there and then. But he is escorted by hundreds of elite bodyguards. Everyone is alert and fit. It appears that he has no idea about what has happened and is still taking prevention against them. Meng Ao came along as well. Everyone has a look of defeat on their faces and there was no sign of Chu Doqi, Lu Xiang, Xiao Yuetan, the 1,000 Qin army and the 300 Lu family warriors. Meng Ao was utterly shocked, unlike Lu Bue who is faking it. Meng Wu and Meng Tian made it back home after much difficulty. After all, they were still young. Catching sight of their father, they leapt down their horses and ran straight into his arms. Crying and telling the entire story, they saved Xianyang from a lengthy explanation. Talking about Huang Lungling, Lu Bue sighed with relief and thought that his scheme has not been exposed. When he heard about Xiao Yuetan's death, Lu Bue beat his chest and stomped on the ground wailing, "I will seek justice for Yuetan." Turning to Xianyang, he reassured, "Xiaolong, this is not your fault. Let's enter the palace now and speak to your majesty." In the past, Xianyang will be very thankful, but it is a different matter now. As everyone went on their way, Meng Ao expressed his deepest gratitude to Xianyang and led his two sons back home. Teng Yi, Ji Yanran, Wu Tingfang and the rest returned to Wu residence. Li Si and some bodyguards returned to Lu residence while Lu Bue and Xianyang rode towards the palace. Among the galloping sounds, Xianyang wanted to find some words to comfort Lu Bue. However, his heart is filled with revenge and he could not find the right words to say. Lu Bue thought that he is worried about King Zhuangxiang's censure. He pretended to assure him, "It is all my fault. I did not anticipate Yan Su Yiluan to ambush us and cause Xiaolong to suffer a setback. I will choose a few beauties from my residence to replace the wife and maids that perished. Forget about the past." Still vengeful, Xianyang insisted, "Premier Lu, please don't bother. Hey! How is the campaign against Eastern Zhou?" Lu Bue was immediately exhilarated and replied in a pleased manner, "A measly Zhou is not worth a mention. Once conquered, His Majesty combined Eastern Zhou and Western Zhou into 3 provinces as I recommended. I am promoted to be Marquis Wengxing and am responsible for these provinces, the 10,000 households residing there as well as the 3 rivers River He, River Luo and River Yi." Pausing, he added happily, "We must not let Lord Yang Chuan off. His conspiracy with Han is unforgivable. Without Eastern Zhou hindering our path, I will recommend His Majesty to attack Han. While the 6 states are busy with their own affairs, we will overrun Han and then set our sights on Zhao and Wei." Xianyang was filled with dread. Xiao Yuetan is right after all. This man is vicious and scheming. Not many people under the sky are his match. Speaking until here, the majestic palace gates appear before their eyes. Xianyang sighed. King Zhuangxiang had trusted him so much and yet he must deceive him. Why is life full of such helpless incidents? King Zhuangxiang received them in the imperial study. After listening to his story, his face changed color and he seems infuriated. For a while, he remained in silence. Seated on his right with Xiao Pan, Zhu Ji wailed, "Lord Yang Chuan is so daring to cause the death of Xiaolong's wife. We even lost soldiers and generals. Your Majesty must seek justice." Fire was sprouting out of Xiao Pan's eyes as he clenched his fist. Zhao Qian has been close to him like a sister. Lu Bue put on an act and sighed, "I have always obeyed your Majesty and made peace with left Premier. Who knew that he is such a person? Even if he is your Majesty's benefactor, your Majesty has been kind to him as well. How dare he repay kindness with evil intentions? I do not know what to say." Xiang Xiaolong lowered his head to prevent Liu Bue from seeing his scornful expression. After a moment of contemplation, King Zhuangxiang faced Xiang Xiaolong and promised, "On this trip, the household of every casualty shall receive 10 taels of gold. AI. You cannot bring back the dead and Xiaolong must take it easy. First, Ting Fangxi died of illness and now Princess Jian is murdered. I can feel your pain. If Xiaolong has any requests, feel free to speak your mind. I will do my best to grant your wish." Zhu Ji and Liu Bue hurriedly winked at him to get Zhuangxiang to seek justice for him. Xiang Xiaolong pretended not to see the winks. Kneeling down, he kowtowed, "I have no wishes other than to move into seclusion and mourn for my dead wife." King Zhuangxiang, Zhu Ji, Liu Bue, and Xiao Pan were in shock. Glancing at each other, they were dumbfounded. Zhu Ji's expression is different and she frowned, thinking hard for the real reason. She knows that Xiang Xiaolong is fair to those who have helped him and those who have harmed him. Why is he not taking action against Lord Yang Chuan? Liu Bue did not know that his scheme is exposed. Witnessing his defeated expression, he was secretly delighted. Xiao Pan was in a state of panic. He was afraid that Grand Tutor is ignoring him for good. Luckily, he knows that Xiang Xiaolong is deeply in love with Zhao Qian. Even if he is unhappy, he forgives him. King Zhuangxiang thought that Xiang Xiaolong did not want to put him in a difficult position and even put his personal revenge aside. He was touched and reassured, "Xiaolong must take a good rest now. I will not let this matter rest like this. I will see Empress Dowager later and seek her opinion." Zhu Ji advised, "Your Majesty must not do so. Empress Dowager may not be on good terms with Lord Yang Chuan but they are siblings after all. If he receives word and create internal strife, the commoners will suffer." Liu Bue left his seat and kowtowed, "We must look at the big picture. Please give the order. I will lead the army and annihilate the traitors to display the might of your Majesty." King Zhuangxiang stared at Liu Bue and Xiang Xiaolong kneeling before him. Gritting his teeth, he committed, "Fine. Premier shall see to this matter. You must spare left Premier's life though. I will decide what to do with him after I speak to Empress Dowager." Liu Bue could hardly hold back his glee and agreed. Xiang Xiaolong thought to himself, "Great. I will let you enjoy your short-lived victory. One day, I, the man from the future 21st century, will kill you personally." Back in the Wu residence, everyone was grieved and depressed. Tao Fang received him at the main door. Pulling him to the garden, he was panting heavily and could not utter a single word. Xiang Xiaolong felt that something was amiss. Quivering, he asked, "What is it?" Tao Fang shook his head and replied, "A lot has happened in Zhao and Wei. I am afraid Lady Yi will not be coming." Xiang Xiaolong was shaken, "She is dead." Tao Fang bitterly laughed, "She is not dead but has reignited her passion with Prince Xinling. This kind of wanton woman, you had better forget about her." Xiang Xiaolong was instead relieved. As long as it is her own wish, he will not hold it against her. Since he knew her, she has been a loose and passionate woman. Moreover, Prince Xinling is a very eligible bachelor. The only thing he could not understand was that they could still get together despite all the issues that stand between them. Tao Fang's voice sounded in his ear once again, "Empress Jing has become the Empress Dowager and wield absolute power in Zhao. She sent an envoy to the King of Wei and asked for the head of Zhaoye. It is fortunate that Lord Longyang helped Zhaoye escape and seek refuge in Prince Xinling's residence. Receiving his protection, Zhaoye repaid his gratitude by becoming his woman and will be based there for the time being. She has sent someone to inform you that you are the only man she has ever loved and hope that you will forgive her." Xiang Xiaolong thought that after all the trials and tribulations, Lord Longyang is the most trustworthy. He kept his promise to protect Zhaoye even though Dong Horse fanatic has died. In a serious tone, he questioned, "What about Zhao Ji?" Tao Fang replied, "Relax. She is back and waiting for you in the residence." Xianyang heaved a sigh of relief. I thought it was something more serious. Master Tao, your solemn expression gave me a big fright. Ai. Why is your face still as pale? Tao Fang answered, when Kui Lu and Kui Tong heard about third princess's death, they secretly hanged themselves. When we found them, they had just lost their breaths and their body is still warm. These words struck him like a bolt from the sky. Xianyang was shaking non-stop and his tears flowed like 2 streams of water. He almost could not bear this cruel reality. In a side room of the inner hall, with a wooden expression, Xianyang gave Xiao Yueden's letter to Master Tu, who is there to pay his last respects to Zhao Qian and the maids. Master Tu did not say a word. Opening the sealed container, he retrieved the scroll of paper within and read it in silence. Amazingly, there was no change in his expression. Once finished, he set fire and burned the letter to ashes. He then plainly said, for the past 2 decades, I have never regarded Xiao Yueden as my subordinate. In fact, we were closer than brothers. We respected each other very much, though we never openly voice it. He is the only man I will trust with my life. Even in such a time, he has left me a note, showing that I have not judged this good brother wrongly. Xianyang sighed but did not say anything in return. Master Tu casually shrugged his shoulders and leisurely mentioned, when the birds are gone, you keep your bow. This is a true saying since ancient times. It is easy to share woe but hard to share wealth. The disadvantage of old leaders like us is we know too much about Master Lu, especially the secret relationship between him and Zhu Ji. Before I read this letter, I have interrogated everything from Li Si so I am able to maintain my composure. Xianyang finally understood how Master Tu can remain so emotionless. Master Tu coldly state, Lu Bue may be powerful but I am not one to be trifled with either. Zhu Meng has yet to return and must have died. Lu Xiang has just come back though. You must be careful with Meng Ao. If he knows the truth, given his straightforward character, he will confront and be killed by Lu Bue. Now that Lord Yangshuan has been imprisoned with another 10,000 people who are close to him. Over half of the Qin military leaders have thrown in their lot with Lu Bue. If it is an open battle, we will not last an hour against him. Xianyang nodded, what plans does Brother Tu have? The corner of Master Tu's mouth curled up in a cold smile and replied in a low voice, like you, I am waiting for a good opportunity. Laughing, he left after having expressed the discomfort in his chest. Xianyang continued to sit there in a daze. Until Wu Yingyuan sat down beside him did he snap back to reality. Wu Yingyuan sighed, Premier Lu got me to speak to you. He is in need of men and General Meng Ao is leaving to attack Han. Will Xiaolong be his assistant general? Xianyang sincerely asked, does father-in-law trust me? Wu Yingyuan was taken aback and nodded, of course. I trust you more than my own son. Xianyang whispered, in everything I do, the Wu family's safety is my topmost concern, including this moving into seclusion. One day, father-in-law will understand why I did this. For now, please do not ask me for the reason. Wu Yingyuan was shaken. His face losing color, he inquired, what are you hiding from me? With giant tears flowing down his face, he slowly said, doesn't father-in-law wish to build a magnificent cenotaph for grandfather Wu? If I, Xianyang, am still alive 10 years later, I will fulfill your wish. Wu Yingyuan was dumbfounded for a while. Letting out a long sigh, he nodded, I understand. Regardless of what may happen, we will leave Xianyang city tomorrow. Our father and son relationship will always remain the same.